The retail industry is no stranger to the winds of change. And for several brands that have invested years into building their reputation with customers, developing their products, and acquiring real estate, the retail apocalypse has brought unprecedented challenges. E-commerce has emerged as a formidable contender, forever changing the rules of the game and pushing companies to adapt to a highly competitive and demanding market. However, the challenges did not end there. The Great Recession dealt a heavy blow, and the ensuing stock market turbulence spelled the end of the journey for some retailers who had been around for more than a century. Since 2017, the retail landscape has witnessed the closure of over 9,000 stores as shopping malls and foot traffic dwindle. The American middle class, one of the most significant contributors to the retail industry's success, has also been on a downward trajectory since 2000, with a 5% decrease in income and 35% loss in purchasing power. These factors have played a significant role in the industry's struggles, leading to the demise of even established brands. The health crisis has further worsened these issues, creating a vicious cycle of problems for businesses struggling to stay afloat. For many retailers, this remains a daunting situation, with much at stake as the impending economic downturn in 2023 approaches. Nonetheless, there is hope for those who can adapt and evolve with the changing times. Perhaps it is time for businesses to consider new strategies, embrace innovative technologies, and find ways to connect with their customers on a deeper level. As the retail industry continues to evolve, only those who can keep up with the pace of change will survive and thrive in this brave new world. Here are 15 lesser-known facts about the retail industry crisis in the United States. It has been projected by Bloomberg Analysis that by 2024, up to 10% of retail property in the U.S., equivalent to 1 billion square feet, may need to be transformed, renegotiated, or demolished due to the huge real estate debts of major retailers, which are estimated to be worth around $5 trillion. David Ovitz, a retail analysis expert, forecasts that due to the increasing number of brands transitioning to e-commerce platforms, the number of shopping malls in the U.S. is set to decline from 1,200 to 550 over the next 15 years. According to Bloomberg, the number of abandoned storefronts and shopping centers has multiplied by 5 since 2017, resulting in the U.S. having 1.2 billion square feet of retail space lying empty across cities and malls. According to analysis by Fund Global Retail and Technology, there have been 5,300 retail shop closing announcements in the last 15 months, which is 3 times as many as were reported in 2019. Retail Foot Traffic Tracker, Placer.ai, reports that visits to retail stores have decreased by 63% in less than 3 years, and they are still declining. Over the past 30 months, there has been an average of 544 store closings per month. According to data from the United States bankruptcy courts, around 169 retail establishments have closed their doors every month across the country, period from 2017 to 2020. Known as the retail apocalypse, saw a 31% increase in the number of bankruptcies filed by businesses. Credit Suisse predicts that America will lose 20% of its retail malls by the middle of 2024 due to a prolonged fall in foot traffic and shifting consumer behavior. Market watchers have found that sales of discretionary items have fallen for 10 months in a row, resulting in department stores reducing their workforce by 29,900 and general merchandisers eliminating 15,700 jobs. CEOs in the industry are warning that a wave of job cuts is just getting started due to nearly 4% decline in consumer purchasing power, bloated inventory, and growing profit losses. Several major brands have put hiring on hold this year due to a lackluster holiday outlook. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that there are currently 154,000 fewer people employed in retail than there were a year ago when supply chains were at full speed, and stimulus money was still making its way into people's accounts. Since November 2019, just under 6,000 physical and mortar locations have shut down due to insolvent businesses, with 1,433 of them being home furnishing brands. Credit Suisse predicts that over 8,600 stores will permanently close by the middle of 2024, while UBS analysts predict a dismal future for the retail industry as a whole in the best situation. The retail industry is bracing for a major shakeup in the coming years, as experts predict that up to 50,000 stores may close their doors by 2026. This is a staggering number, and is expected to have far-reaching effects on the industry and the broader economy. Even more concerning is the fact that this number could climb even higher in the event of a severe recession in 2023. With some estimates suggesting that as many as 80,000 stores could be forced to shutter their operations. The decline in retail shop openings in recent years has been alarming, with the BLS reporting a total of 40,000 closures. This is the worst performance seen since 2015, and is a clear indication of challenges facing the industry. In addition to this, retail job cuts are on the rise, with Challenger Gray and Christmas revealing that over 12,000 retail workers were laid off in September and October alone. This represents a 92% increase from the same period in 2020, when only around 1,000 workers were laid off. The impact of these closures will be felt across the industry, with retailers and employees alike struggling to adapt to the changing landscape. It remains to be seen how the industry will respond to these challenges, but one thing is clear. The retail industry is in the midst of a major transformation, and those who are unable to adapt may be left behind. Regenerate Response merchants experienced a decline in sales in November, despite Black Friday and steep discounts on essential product categories. This contraction in sales is the first since the financial crisis and suggests that Americans are adopting a frugal approach to cope with impending financial difficulties. As businesses face the tightest financing conditions in decades and announce mass layoffs, consumers are also cutting back on their spending. As the cost of living continues to rise, it is anticipated that there will be a wave of disappointing corporate earnings statements, resulting in further store closures and bankruptcies. 2023 is expected to be a critical year for the retail industry, and several companies that are barely surviving may not make it through another economic downturn. Therefore, it is advisable to shop at our favorite stores as early as possible before it's too late. Even retail giants such as Walmart and Amazon are closing hundreds of locations in 2022 due to the mounting issues in the industry. The middle class in the United States is on the brink of a significant challenge that could have long-lasting effects. Basic necessities such as energy, food, and gasoline are not showing any signs of decreasing in price, while sudden job losses, similar to what occurred during the pandemic, remain a possibility for millions of Americans. The reality of currency depreciation and the increasing costs of essential items has been accepted by most individuals. Recent surveys conducted by NBC News and the Wall Street Journal reveal that only 35% of Americans feel financially better than they did a year ago, and a mere 28% of the population thinks that the country is heading in the right direction. Two-thirds of Americans are planning to cut back on their expenses in 2023, with 69% of them already struggling to afford their groceries. Unfortunately, the upcoming months will be even more challenging as the next wave of store closures hits, and its effects will be felt by all Americans. It's vital to stay informed about the ongoing situation and be prepared for the challenges ahead. You found this video informative. Please click on the notification bell to be alerted when our next video is posted. We appreciate your time and attention. Regenerate response.